you guys, it's Professor Vit. Welcome to the schedule section. This is just a class schedule video. It should be short, about 5 minutes or so if I can keep my trap closed. And this is just because the syllabus video tends to be something of a grind, and people just, by the time it gets to the class schedule, they are done and done. And so I just figured this makes it a little bit easier, more likely that you'll review the class schedule video. Okay, first things first, that you'll note right there at the top, it says that this schedule is subject to revision by the instructor. What that means is I reserve the right to give students extensions, to give the class an extension. So an example of this might be, it's July the 30th. And you've just started the logic module and you realize there's just no possible way you could complete it in 20 hours and you need more time. And you message me before the deadline and you say, hey, XYZ, whatever it is, I need an extension. I reserve the right to modify the due date on that time in instances like that. I will never, ever shorten the amount of time you have to do something. I will only expand it. And so that's important. Realize that, you're doing an entire course in 5 weeks. So that's about a month's worth of material a week. That's a lot. It's a lot. And so as soon as those modules open, start them. Some modules are much longer than others, and you just don't know until you open it. And so I beg you to start those modules as soon as they open. I'll message you the day that I open them, and I'll say, hey, the modules are opened, and here's the due dates, and it's all ready to go. I would start them that day just to get a feel for everything that's going to be due and how much time it's going to take you. Otherwise, you may find yourself behind the 8 ball. So, okay, so that's super important. Next thing, so I'll draw your attention to 2 big dates, and then I'll go through the rest of it. The first big date I want you to know is August the 6th. That's going to be when your Roswell paper is due. Now, I actually opened the Roswell paper. What is going on here? Sorry, I was logged into PeopleSoft and TMI. Who cares, right? Okay. And so I will open the Roswell paper on July the 24th, and then it's due the 6th. So that's almost 2 weeks that you have to work on that paper. However, the week prior to that, the 24th through the 31st of July, you will be working on modules 3 and 4, logic and science, respectively. Logic is a big module. The video's long. So I'm just trying to give you a heads up. That paper is a bit of work, and so you'll want to start it as soon as you can. So I open it at the same time I open the 2 other modules, even though modules 3 and 4 close on the 31st, and you'll have enough time there to write that paper. So that's the first thing I want to draw your attention to. The second date rather, is this last one, August the 13th through the 20th, your individual presentation. When we get there, I'll open it. I'll try to open it early, but you'll basically pick a topic and then give a presentation. And by that, I mean you'll generate a PowerPoint or Google Slides. You do not need to record yourself doing it. You will not be meeting with me in person, but it will be a presentation that you generate based on some sort of paranormal or interesting pseudoscience topic for critical thinking. So that is the deal there. That's going to be due August the 20th before 11:59 p.m. So you have all of August the 20th, and then once it's midnight the next day, then, once it's the 21st, I can't accept any more because that'll be the conclusion of the term. So make sure that you get that presentation in early. Okay, that much being said, your first week, you have 2 modules. The introductory module, which is what and why, what critical thinking is, why are we doing it. Then I give you an overview with the critical thinking toolkit, some basic principles, and a general map of what's going on in the course, right? What is happening? Why are we doing all these things? Then the next week, you'll have logic and science, as I mentioned, from the 24th through the 31st. Then July the 24th through August the 6th, you'll also have your paper assignments. Those are due, remember, August the 6th before midnight. So that whole day, August the 6th. Then the next thing you've got is a module on alternative explanations, oddities in nature and numbers, kind of a kick in the pants, kind of cool. And then module 6, perceptual error and trickery, where we where we conquer confirmation bias. We talk about it. So that second week in August there is a busy one. Then you'll see it's color coded. Then you're almost in the home stretch where you have modules 7 and 8. Now, I reserve the right to take out this module 7 for media and propaganda. Last class I taught, we just didn't get to it in time. And so, I reserve the right to not destroy you at the end. And if I can get, it's not a massive module, but it's one that we should do. But if we're having a lot of trouble as we leave module 6, then I reserve the right to drop it out. We'll probably do it, but I'm just letting you know. What does it mean in terms of your grade? Doesn't really mean much. It means you take one less quiz, and it's not a big deal. So, okay. And then lastly, your presentations will be due. All right, let me check, make sure on my paper here that I got through everything. Okay, yeah, dates are subject to change, but that's only in the sense that I'll make it shorter. The Roswell paper is going to be due August the 6th at any time on August the 6th. Once it becomes August the 7th, right at midnight, then boom, then the module will close. The deadline for all work in this class is August the 20th before 11:59 p.m. Once it becomes midnight on August the 21st, I will not accept anything at all. Those are the rules I have to adhere to. So if you are working to finish something up or you're rewriting a Roswell paper for me, make sure you get it done before the 20th. I'll give you a reminder on that date, but I just wanted to make it clear. I'll never shorten deadlines. And lastly, start the modules as soon as you can. So I've covered all that. I hope that was brief enough. If you have any questions, message me in Canvas. I am happy to answer them, and I really like what I do, so yeah, it's totally okay if you message me. And if you don't hear from me within 24 hours, message me again. I do check my Canvas every single day. I do not check email every single day because that's more of an administrative thing, so it's better to get a hold of me on Canvas in the inbox. Okay, thanks a lot, and get crack-a-lackin'. Peace.